It's Wednesday 22nd, quiet night, wind turned round to the south, but gently as forecast. Wind's supposed to go southeast then east, and then variable late, and then back to gentle southwester tonight. We might go and see if we can find some yacht racing today. We have a rain shower coming. Better close some hatches. Here's the first tourist boat of the day. They'll drop people on the beach. Well, I'll look upon that as being a optimistic sign. So I might head out and see if we can find some racing boats. Well, there's a few boats heading out. It doesn't start till 10:30. So I've put the VHF on to scan the channels that they're using. The northerly swell's almost entirely gone away, which makes life much more pleasant. Tucker Thompson's looking nice. Oh, Division A's down there, and young 88s. Can't see a top mark yet. Apparently they're going to start on time. Looks like there's a few boats on the Island Racing Division. They'll come past to windward of us probably. Looks like the Tucker Thompson's heading for the Kaiho passage. Oh, that'll be the sports boats that cluster down there, and then over here a few black sails and start line or start boats mid-picture. I presume they're furling their Jenica or code 0. As the wind continues to head more east, and I'll be surprised if this one holds their Jenica for long. Here we go, it's going down. So it's obviously not on a furl up. Oh, well, there's the leader. Second. That creaking is amusing sheets of it. Looks like they've got a lift. Or are they tacking? No, it looks like a lift. That one I think was the one leading over at Russell, so small canting keel boat, going very nicely. And the two tail end Charlies at the moment. That'll be a good bang for your buck. So what is she, maybe 30 feet? Obviously got a big Jenica. Look at that bowsprit or prod. It's an Elliot. I'm not sure the cat's actually racing, or the one on the other side of it. I'm heading towards what I think is the top mark for Division 1 or A. Can't remember which of the two they're calling it. And there's a gate. We've got that cylindrical buoy. A smaller round one. And then further down a yellow one, which I think is the young 88 buoy. I heard on the VHF this is the top mark boat, and they're concerned about the course with the current wind direction, so they're still trying to sort that out. Looks like there's another lot heading this way, so presume that's a second lot of island racing. Well, there's the first lot, close haul up renowned anchorage. Some are going to have to tack. Well, these ones are heading past the fluky wind at Tāpeka Point. Right, I think this fleet over here is flying 15s. Could be wrong. And probably sports boats with Jennikas heading down. They've obviously got a mark somewhere over there. Here comes Coast Guard. That boat can certainly get up and boogie. Oh, I'm just going to move a bit, because by the time they get here I'll be in the way. Well, they've started. Not a lot of wind at the moment. Sports boats looking pretty colourful. Here's the second division of the Islands racing. And looks like the third division's heading our way now. Right, back to these guys. So I only count 5, 2 there, and 3 over here. One's hard to see, it's coming straight at us. It's been quite a wind shift back more towards the south, so he's doing really well. While I was manoeuvring the boat, these guys have turned around. I believe there was a lot of whinging going on from over here about a wind shift, so they've probably called the race. They're going to shift the mark. Meanwhile, these guys are benefiting from a bit more wind because it has come up. Oh, here comes another division of island racing. Now there's third division, a wee boat out in front. Heading this way, I think I see the mark boat way over here. Picture now. I suppose we'll find out. Wind's pretty much in the southwest here. Not quite what was forecast. And up inside the islands, we can make out the leading boats of Division 2 and 3, I suppose. Way down there, some spinnakers, that's probably Division 1. So, not sure where they're going. Might be to 9-pin. So there's 9-pin out here. It's an isolated rock, so not a bad marked around. Well, it might be another small division of looking pretty cruising orientated boats, although that schooner that sailed past us about a week or so ago, I like the look of that.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. 22nd for A division.
It looks like they've made a start. I'm going to go wait up by the top mark. They're obviously going to shift the gate. The buoys on the boat, so moving it downwind a bit to even it up. There goes the buoy. So it's a gate. There's that one, and of course is laid on the access to this one. I think we're positioned quite well at the moment. And this is the one we saw practicing yesterday. We must be going to put a tack in soon. Oh, here we go. imagine they'll be tacking very soon. There we go, tacking on top of them. And there we go, tacking away, clear your ear. And probably coming back reasonably soon. There's the other ones. Now we've got 4 boats. In A division. They're going a long way over here.
Yeah, we don't do a very long finish line. So
There we go, finally tacked, and yeah, I think they've overlaid.
okay.
They've the sheets slightly and coming in quite fast. Other ones just tacked to leeward of them.
185.
Right, down the magnification. Rolling into attack now. I'll take my hat off to Assassinate. We've caught up a wee bit. So it's not a gate, it's a pin and then a rounding mark. So we'll be able to watch them hoist their extras. I imagine these guys are all running Genicas. And roll into a jibe.
Thank you.
Oh, look, a nice red Jenica. And the final one going around. Well, I think the second one is a little bit lower, but when they jibe, they'll be jibing onto starboard, the one in front, so that will be fine. Here comes the young 88 fleet. They've got a pin that's closer to the committee boat, or short, of course. Well, going for the jibe. And here come the young 88s. The phone's getting pretty hot, I can hardly see a display, but yes, they're around the top mark.
Signal boat, the first of the young eggs are around the top mark for the first time.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hope they've got some more colourful spinnakers, or gennikers. I think they're spinnakers because I see poles. Back when I was racing, we didn't have gennikers, we only had spinnakers. It was a fairly late addition onto travelling light and never actually raced with it. First three are white.
Copy. Any chance you can, if you're staying out here for the race on the source, can you grab our shop Megan?
Turn around. Disappointing, all the young 88s have got white spinnakers. Oh, we might have had a start in the sports boat class. Oh, we'll see. Their top mark's not too far from us. These guys must be fairly close to going around the bottom mark. Yeah, it looks like first four are around. And doesn't look like there's a lot of wind up there for the island racing boats now. Maybe in the distance you can make out the boat's heading towards what I think must be 9-pin. It's looking like we must have had a wind shift. Now there's the sports boats top marks. So they're getting close. And the flying 15s are off again. Oh, they're pretty close now. Don't think any of these would meet the trailer yacht regulations. We've got trapezes. The first one's round. No cabins. Which I suppose is why they're called sports boats and not trailer yachts. Oh well, the boat that was second looks like it's leading now, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of wind just in behind them. And then there's this one over here. Oh, back in the picture. And I think they're getting ready for attack. Trying to pop the batten through. Trouble with square tops. And there's not much wind. There we go, it's through now. I hear the whining of electric hydraulic motor, so must have a canting keel. Now back to the sports boats. Well, at least we have a purple Gennika. Oh, here's the current leader, getting pretty close to doing attack for the top mark. As a fact, I can see activity on deck, so I imagine that's what's going to happen. There they go. Looking to windward at the moment. It doesn't look like there's a lot of wind to windward. I'm not sure how many laps these guys do, but it's going to be a slow finish to this one, and probably a new wind for the next one. Or maybe they'll call a race. And back over here, our red Gennika. Second boat's getting to the top mark. think they overlaid. Looks a bit darker out on the horizon, so that could be sea breeze about to come. We seem to have lost all coloured sails on the ones on the horizon. Painfully slow getting across from the pin. Oh, there we go, I was correct. At least one of the young 88s has got a spinnaker up again on what's supposed to be the windward leg. It looks pretty close just over here. And the first of the flying 15s is going around the pin. Oh, their Junica's pretty much collapsed. And these guys look like they're flying a code 0. These two are getting very close to the top mark. Just there. Back the sports boats. Not a lot of wind down at the bottom mark. So their question will be, when do we tack? Because the wind's shifting. And it'll give them a knock on the starboard tack when they do. Here we go. We'll see if they make it round in the shifting breeze or not. Well, leader's taken his Jenica down. Second still got their code 0. And here come the young 88s. And they've all got spinnakers up. Oh, none of the flying 15s are flying spinnakers. Oh, we've got a lovely yellow Jenica on the sports boat. It might create a big wind shadow when you go past it to leeward. Meanwhile, we're still trying to get past the, forgot what they call that. And this one is going to have to tack again. Oh, and the other one's tacked again. Right, third is round, fourth can't be too far away. Looks like they're still trying to get the battens to come across. Meanwhile, it's looking a bit like a traffic jam with the young 88s. Coming up to their top mark, which is no longer a top mark from the wind direction. Well, these guys are in fourth have finally managed to tack, and the last place boat has just gone around the top mark. Nor'easter has reached us, and well and truly lunchtime. Oh, they've just confirmed that the race will finish the end of this current lap. Oh, there's the sport boat, flying 15 division hanging around. Start line for Division A, and young 88 is up ahead. Catamaran's the start boat. We're getting a good sea breeze coming in now. I think we'll watch the start this time. Now the good news is that my cousin's husband, Art, and the youngest daughter, Lucy, have decided to come up this evening. They were supposed to come up yesterday, but the weather forecasting and travel advisory put them off quite sensibly. Black Rocks is over there, and that's Battleship Rock, you can see, and it does look a bit like a cruiser from certain angles. And there's the committee boat. Up there between Cape Weewiki and Ninepin are a lot of spinnakers, and looks like they're heading down the northern shore of the Bay of Islands. Been busy avoiding young 88s.
Signal boat, young 88, marks are in water.
It must have been over the line.
So we have to go back.
And they're going to probably come our way now.
After the 88, remainder to the 88, then there is a mark.
It's quite a short course, so we'll watch the young 88 start and then get downwind of the turning gate. Start. Oh, first boat's around, second boat is getting there. It's the one with the red spinnaker, or gennaker. So I think they're all around the top mark now. Much more consistent breeze. There's the bulk of the young 88 fleet. Oh, we're gradually drifting down, so there's the bottom gate, so we're well out of the way. Start boat and finish buoy. Well, we'll be downwind of that eventually. And the sports boats have set off. And here come the sport boats. like the blue sails. So their top mark is just on the other side of Division A's course. Here come the young 88s. And here's the last two of Division 1. I think we'll watch the young 88s and then maybe head off. Fairly conservative spinnaker drop on the leading boat. So I just checked behind me to make sure flying 15s weren't coming at us. A bit close at the mark there. Someone's wanting pulley room. Bye-bye racing boats. Sailing off under jib at the moment. I think the next race, if there is one, will be around the islands one. Or delay this morning, they might not have one. It's got the jib up. It's turned into a very nice day. Oh, there you go, along very nicely. I wonder if they're from the islands race. Second division. And we've got a few more spinnakers coming up behind us. So my guess is they went round 9 pin down the back of Motor Roa and back up around Black Rocks, as they haven't come through the Kent Passage. I might furl the jib and let them catch up with us. As we're doing a broad reach, we should mosey along slowly. Well, there's the finish line between that yellow buoy and the boat. Cruise liner's still here. And we're doing about 1.8 knots with no sails up. It's a nice looking Jenica. And then looking back to where we were for A division. So this coming up to Tarpeca Point. Dealing with our launch wake. Oh, here comes the third boat. And the fourth boat. Fifth boat. Right, next one. They're probably different divisions, because the one after is small but very fast. I believe that's the small canting keel one that we saw leaning over yesterday on the mooring at Russell. Lovely pocket rocket. Right, Royal Princess Cruises. So they use the lifeboats
That one,
to go to shore.
signal. Point. We're picking up one of the marks here, so there's
Yeah, heading in to pick up our mooring in Russell, which is dead ahead. We're on the mooring again. So there's looking towards the boat ramp, and then along towards the wharf. I see the Tucker Thompson tied up. And this way there's boats still finishing. Looks like even flying 15s. Much better day for it than yesterday. It's a beautiful evening. The wind's turned round to the north. Live entertainment over the Duke of Marlborough. There's the Tucker Thompson heading out. So I'll be going back to Opua. There's a few race boats still in here. One there. I think that finished second in this division. There. There's one here that was an A division. One there.